Hi, this is Evil Joy with TeamEDM. Coming to you with my December 1st Maplewood, Minnesota regional report. It was 305 people, so a lot of people, 48 invites, and I came in 64th, so no invite. I was running Mermails. First match was mirror match. Duel 1, it was kind of back and forth, and then he moved and glaciated me, and that was pretty much end of that. And then Duel 2, he got me with the decided deck dev, which I wasn't expecting at all, and that was it. Match 2, so he 2'd me. Match 2 was against Chaos Dragons. I controlled the first duel. So yeah, and then I didn't even take a single point damage that duel. Duel 2, he exploded going, like, I had a cool move set up for next turn, but he exploded going Dark Flare, Light Pulsar, BLS, and then game. So yeah, and then Duel 3, he didn't draw that well, I don't think. So I was just able to get him on that. Plus, yeah, he just didn't draw that well. And then it was Dino Rabbit. That's a bad matchup for me completely. So he just wiped the floor with me both duels. Duel 2, I had a sided Gozen set against him, and instead of top decking Rabbit, he top decked Waiba, so that sucked. Duel match 4, that was against Atlanteans. No Mermails, just Atlanteans. Duel 1 was stupid. I just completely just wiped it out. Pretty much how it went is Duel 1, it was I summon a Pike, ditch Dragoons, get Megalo and Undyne, set 1, and then it's his turn. He goes summon Pike. That was his only Mermail in the deck, is Pike. So he goes summon Pike, ditch Ice Enchantress or something like that. I think it was Ice Enchantress, and gets Undyne. So, and then sets 2. So I go Heavy Storm. It's like, okay, I go Chain Abyss Fury. He's like, dang it. And so I go get out Lind, everything's destroyed, and I get Megalo, yeah. And then I go ditch Dragoons, and then I go yeah, I ditch Marksman and Diva, okay. To begin the turn, my turn, after the Heavy Storm, I went Undyne, dumping Dragoons, getting Moon and Glacia. Then I went ditch Diva and Marksman to summon what's it called? Megalo, sorry. And then that put 5 waters in my graveyard. Summoned Moon and Glacia, and he scooped. And then Duel 2, once again, I just completely just destroyed them. It just was Mermail Atlanteans versus Atlanteans, complete power imbalance on the Mermail side. So yeah, so at that point I'm 2-2. Oh god, Duel match 5. I'm doing really well, Duel 1. Just really well, Duel 1. Is that on my face or on my mat?
On your mat.
While I'm talking, it's on my mat. Jeez. Dang. Anyway, I'm doing really well. It's fine. I'm doing really well, Duel 1. But he's able to mount a comeback, and that was it. And then Duel 2, I'm able to just control the board, and I end up winning. Very end, he's like hoping for top deck Miracle Fusion, but that wouldn't have mattered. I had to set Bottomless ready for that. And then Duel 3, I'm not doing hot, but I've got a chance to win the duel for the very next turn, okay? Or at least do a lot the very next turn in a way that will put me in a huge position. And he top decks, because I've got a Megalo on the board and he's just got Blade Armor Ninja, okay? And I've got some hand and he's got no hand. And he top decks Miracle Fusion, okay? And this is the part where I'm really mad at, because he goes Miracle Fusion, removes 3 for Trinity. I don't think he was trying to shark me. I don't think he was trying to cheat. I really don't. But it wasn't until after the regional that my friend, the next person doing a profile, shows me his Miracle Fusion, and we're reading it together, see if that's actually a viable move. And we read it, and it says Elemental Hero, Fusion Monster with Elemental Hero in its name. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I'm just like, oh god. Because I would have been able to survive that turn if that wasn't the case. And so yeah, and then I probably would have won at that point. Match 6.
Oh wow. That's actually pretty decent.
God, what was this guy running? Oh, this was Rabbit Heroes. I win first one. Yeah, I win the first one. Nothing really special. Duel 2, he just opens perfect. Absolutely amazing. And just nothing I could do about it. If it wasn't for Gozen, I would have lost earlier. But I would have lost like turn 2 if it wasn't for Gozen. So yeah, so he wrecked me. And then Duel 3, he draws nothing. So I win. Round 7, opponent didn't show up, so that's a win.
Nice.
So I'm 4-3 at this point. After this point, I'm 122nd. I'm not going to top. I'm not going to get my invite. I know that. So yeah. Duel 8. Match 8. Was the person sitting like at the table next to me for match 7. Their opponent also didn't show up, so during match 7 we kind of played each other after we got our free wins. We just kind of played each other, and then so yeah, and then so match 8 comes up and we end up being paired together. So we're just laughing, just like, and he's running Jack Double, and during the unofficial one, he Quasars me both duels. It's just like, oh my god. And but during the actual match, like, I'm just able to just control board, make sure he never gets out a good field presence against me, and thus I prevent everything he does. Best counter deck ever to Quasar is TG Librarian. Best counter deck ever, because you get free draws. With the 2400 legs, so that's pretty cool. Unlike Max 2, where you just get draws. And then round 9, I face windups. He beats my face in. Absolutely just wipes the floor with me. But he already had his invite, so he's like, okay, if I'll concede the match to you if you give me this card. If you don't get your invite, I'll give you the card back. So I gave him it was a Blu-ray, and it turns out I got 64, so I got my card back. So officially I went 6-3. Really I went 5-4. There are so many errors with my deck. I definitely change up my deck. I think the deck's really fun, but I'm definitely going to change a lot of aspects to it. So here's with the deck. We got 3 Atlantean Dragoons, 2 Marksmen. I ran 2 for space. It never hurt me running just 2 of that. It was perfectly fine. 2 heavy infantry. 3 Gen X Undyne. Not a big fan of Gen X engine, but it definitely helped. So yeah. Double controller, because I run Undyne, so I have to run controller. So yeah. I run double Megalo. So yeah. Double Lind. 2's fine, because the main thing with Lind is going into Megalos, and you're gonna search Megalo a lot, so like you don't need 3 of these at all. And then double Pike. This is a cool way to search out Undyne. And then we've got Mooning Glacia. Didn't drop it a whole bunch today. I dropped it a couple times, but didn't drop it a whole bunch. But it's still a good card. Double Diva.
Just double?
Yep, that's all you need.
Huh.
I haven't sided out 1 a lot of the times. I'm still gonna keep it at 2, but I sided out 1 a lot. Just for space for the stuff I was siding in. 1 Gores. Gonna take this out. It was constantly sided out. Never helped me during game 1, so gonna take that out. Double Treg, much better than Gores. 10 times better than Gores can ever be. In this deck at least. Double Salvage, gonna take 1 out. Just never felt the need for 2 salvage. In fact, I hardly ever had the need for 1 salvage, so it's like gonna take out 1. Because definitely you can still run at least 1 salvage because it's so good. 1 Allure because I run Gen X. I sided this out a lot just to fit in stuff for the side, but still can keep it in. Mind Control, really good card. Sided it out a lot just for stuff for the side, but still. 1 Soul Take. The biggest counter this deck, at least game for almost everything, every deck, is bigger monsters. So I have to find a way to get rid of those monsters, and this is just a main deck copy of this is how I do it. 1 Pot of Avarice, double MST, and then Staples. That's about it. Traps, double Bisphere, you don't need 3. Once again, you're mainly gonna go into Lind with this. Yeah, thank you. You're gonna mainly go into Lind with this, and you're gonna draw Lind a lot. So you only need 2 of these. 2 Ally, taking these out. These were useless, absolutely useless. Like worst card in the deck. Worst card in the deck. And then double Torrential. Extra deck.
No surface?
No. Monster Reborn does it. And then Salvage obviously gets me the stuff back to hand. So don't really need it. Gold Token, taking that out.
It's useless.
Useless, absolutely useless. Armory Arm. Made it a lot of times when I was comboing it off with double Diva, so I'd go into Librarian and then Armory. So yeah, Catastrophe made that a lot. Made this probably the most out of any synchro in the deck, or any extra deck card at that. Like I just made that. This was just like my go-to. So yeah. Doodlehorn. Never really got off its effect incredibly well, but it was a good option for me, and just something that I can use to just bounce stuff back if I want to. Black Rose, got it off once. So yeah, just needed it to clear board. Gungnir, got it off once and helped me clear board. And the thing why I run both is I can use mind control on my opponent's level 4s and go into this. Well, with this I have to use a water non-tuner, so that's why you run both. Stardust made it once or twice actually. I might have made it more than that, but not too many. Scrap Dragon made it once. Gotchi never made it. I just always went for the synchro play instead. Like, I understand why a lot of people like Gotchi. I just always wanted to go for the synchro play. So yeah. Zen Mains never made it. Tempo made it once. Just swing for game. Leviathan Dragon made it once. Got off its effect. Blew up a face down monster with Marksman. Made a bit stroller a couple times. Never ready to shut down my opponent's graveyard, just mainly to get off Dragoon's effect. So yeah. Utopia. Pretty good. Made it once, I think. Didn't last long, but it was just good for giving me like a turn or two. And then Big Eye. Never made this. Never made it. Just never got the opportunity to. I'm definitely keeping it in there. I just never got the opportunity to make this. If I would, like, it would have been awesome. Side. One Snowman. It was decent. I liked it. It's just that there's better options, so I'm probably gonna take that out. Double Max C. Decided it only in against windups. Never drew it against windups either, so it sucked. MST. So third MST, which almost always went in, except against Chaos Dragons. Chaos Dragons was the only time this didn't go in. And I was siding out all my other spell and trap destruction too against them. Soul Taker, for stuff that can continuously make up big monsters, which is a lot of stuff. So this went in. I think this pretty much went in every single round. Double System Down, never faced a machine deck ever. Like, so it's just like, oh come on. Double Bottomless, these went in almost all the time too. Double Dust. So yeah, these went in pretty much the same time as MST went in, which meant almost always, except for Chaos Dragons. Mainly the before I move on, mainly the MST and the Dust. This is mainly just to fight the side deck against me, which a lot of people are going. I've seen some people go Imperial Iron Wall, but the main thing people are going inside against me is Soul Drain. Well, Imperial Iron Wall does nothing against Soul Drain, so I'm gonna make this. Then we got Double Gozen. I sided this in so much, just didn't draw very often. I wish I had drawn this more often, because it really would have helped, but I didn't. But I sided it in almost always. Then Double Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Gonna probably take these out. I was really thinking I was gonna face at least one Inzektor or one Dark World. Never happened. Gonna probably take out these and the Snowmans for skill drains. So yeah. That's pretty much my deck. So I went officially 6-3, unofficially 5-4. Got a 64th. So yeah, I didn't play that well, unfortunately. I'll have to try again. So yeah.
Sweet.